Let's see Leetcode problem 128 longest consecutive sequence. We will discuss here three approaches. First approach is brute force approach, and second is better approach, and third is optimal approach. If you want a direct code, means I will explain very better in the code instead of paper pen. If you want directly code explanation, then you can go at the direct 10 minutes point. Okay, so you can go direct at 10
Let's
minutes.
understand a problem longest consecutive sequence. This is a medium level problem on array. Okay, so given an unsorted array of integers nums, return the length of the longest consecutive element sequence. You must write an algorithm that runs in big O of n time. Okay, so the problem says simply that given a nums array which has the unsorted array of integers. Okay, these are unsorted. Okay, so we have to find the longest consecutive element sequence. Means here 1 2 3 and 4 is the longest consecutive element sequence. So we return the length of that array. Okay, so we will see the second example that this is an given array. Okay, so we have to find the longest consecutive element sequence. Okay, here output is 9. Why output is 9? Because here given that 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, these all elements are consecutive. Okay, means difference between 1 2 minus 1 1, 3 minus 2 1, 4 minus 4 minus 3 1, 5 minus 4 1, all differences are equal to 1. Okay, equal to 1 or equal difference are there in between them. Okay, so we have to find that longest consecutive element sequence in this array. Okay, and we have to return the length of that array. Okay, so let's understand the problem once again, and let's understand the approach. First we will discuss brute force approach, second we will discuss better approach, and third we will see the optimal approach. Okay, so let's see the approach.
Let's understand the problem and the approach. Okay, the problem says that we have to find the longest consecutive sequence. Okay, means we have to find the length of longest consecutive sequence. So here is the consecutive sequence is 1 2 3 and 4. Consecutive sequence means the difference between two elements should be equal. Okay, now here length is 4, so here longest consecutive sequence is 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, this is the longest sequence, so the length of this is returned as output. Okay, 4. So first we will discuss brute force approach. Okay, so brute force approach, in brute force approach we will do this is suppose this is an array. I will take the same array, example array. Okay, now this is an simple array. Okay, so in brute force approach we will do we will take this element. Okay, and then we will traverse by the for loop that 101 is there in this array. So we will traverse once. Okay, now one traversal is done. Okay, now we didn't find the 101. Okay, now we will find 99. 99 to become the consequent sequence. Okay, so 19 we will again traverse the array. Okay, so we will not find 99. Okay, now we will move here. Okay, now we will find the 4 plus 1 5. Is this 5 in this array? Okay, again we will traverse. This is third time traversal. We will not find. Now we will minus 1, we will find the 3. Okay, now we got the 3. Okay, so our sequence got 3 and 4. Okay, so we will traverse this array again and again to find the consecutive sequence. Okay, so now this is small array, so we didn't get idea that it is more time complexity. Generally it goes big O of n cube. Okay, but interviewer or any platform does not accept this approach. Okay, so whenever we get the 50 to 60 length array, it will become very hard to find. Okay, and time complexity will be more. Okay, so we will not use brute force approach. Okay, now we will move to the better approach. Okay, in the better approach we will simply use sort function. Okay, by the sorting 1 2 3 4, and this is 100 and this is 200. Okay, by sorting we get the big O of n log n time complexity. Okay, now we will find the at the starting difference between these two are equal. Okay, now this is the sequence. Okay, consecutive sequence. Now for this we will use the for loop, right? So it will become big O of n for loop. Now total time complexity will become big O of log n. Okay, log n, but this will also not be accepted. Okay, so directly we will move to the optimal approach. Okay, optimal approach. Now we will, in the brute force approach and battery approach, we were seeing that the occurred at the first, this element is minus plus occurred at the first, so we were implementing for loop again and again. So for this, which data structure can be used? Okay, so we can use here hash map data structure, okay, to overview the array. Okay, means this element minus 1 and plus 1 are occurred first or not. Okay, so we will simply create here one hash map. Okay, so this is an one hash map. Okay, so to traverse again and again for loop, it will become very much time complexity, so we are using hash map. We will put these all elements in hash map. Okay, and we will put their values as true or true and false. Okay, we can use for true 0 also, and for false we can use 1 also. Okay, or you can flip it as your convenience. Okay, so I am using here true and false. Okay, so we will put these all elements in hash map. Okay, now first element is 100, 4, 200, 1, 3 and 2. Okay, these all are false. Okay, I will write here f. Okay, these all are false at starting stage. Okay, now we will use only one for loop. Okay, this for loop will come here. Okay, I pointer will be here. Okay, so this is 100. Okay, now we will check in the hash map there is any 100 plus 1 which is equal to 101. So it will check it here. No, then we will check 100 minus 1 which is equal to 99. Is there 99? Okay, there is no, okay, nothing. 99 and 101, so 99, 100 and 101, this will be not become an consecutive sequence. Okay, so we will move the pointer forward. Okay, now I pointer is here now. Okay, now we will see here 4 plus 1 which is equal to 5. Is 5 in hash map? No, there is no any hash map. Okay, no any 5 in hash map. Okay, so we will 4 minus 1, now we will check 3. Is there 3 in hash map? Okay, here is the 3 in the hash map. Okay, so now we will make it true. Okay, now true. Now our becomes the final array will becomes consecutive sequence will become 3 and 4. Okay, now we will again traverse at the now sorry, now we got 3. Okay, now we will check for 3 plus 1. Okay, 3 plus 3 plus 1 is 4. No, so we will check here 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 equal to 2. Is there in a hash map 2? Okay, here is 2. Okay, this will become true. Now we will check 2 minus 1. Okay, we are getting previous number or front number, then we have to add or minus. Okay, now we are getting the previous number, so we are minusing, means subtracting that number. Okay, 2 minus 1 which is equal to 1. Now we will find in hash map there is 1. Okay, this false will become this true. Okay, so 1 minus 1, 0. There is 0, no any 0. Okay, so sorry, I forgotten to tell that at the first pointer we didn't find 99 and 101, so we this make true. And at the 4, now at the 4 it will become true. Okay, now it will, I will pointer go to 200. Okay, so 200 plus 1 equal to 201, there is in a hash map? No. Now we will check 200 minus 1 which is equal to 199. Is there any number in this hash map? 100 199, so no. So again we will move pointer here I. Okay, so 200 will also become true. Now our hash map looks like this. Okay, 100 true, 4 also true, 200 also true, and 1, 3 and 2, these 3 are also true. Okay, now I pointer will come here 1. Now 1 will see here, here is not false, here is true. So we know that consecutive number means 2 or 1 we have gotten first. Okay, so we achieved first, means we have find the consecutive sequence near 1. Okay, so again we will come pointer I forward. Okay, so 3 is 2, again I will come here. Okay, at the last, so 2 is also true. The array then for loop will end. Okay, then the final we got the hash t. Okay, so we are consecutively storing that 3 comma 4 at the 3 minus 1 which is equal to 2 and 2 minus 1 which is equal to 1. This consecutive sequence we got. Okay, so now we will take this length and return the length. Okay, this is a 4. Okay, so you can't understand by seeing this approach, but you will better understand in the code. Okay, so I will directly once again explain on the code by writing code on the Leetcode. Okay, you can see the code, and I will explain the code again, and I will again explain the approach while coding. Okay, so you will not understand at the first time by seeing this approach on paper pen. Okay, so you have to see this approach for 3 to 4 times, then only you will understand this problem. Okay, so you will better understand on the code, so we will go directly on the code.
Let's code the approach. Okay, so we will take here first int longest length. Okay, longest length equal to 0. Then we will create here a hash map. In this hash map it will be integer and boolean. Okay, boolean. I will keep the hash map name map new hash map. Okay, now our hash map is created. Okay, now we will implement here for loop to put all elements from the array into hash map. Okay, for int num is to nums. Okay, so map dot put num and boolean as false. Starting it will all will be false. Okay, false. Okay, now we will again run the for loop to check the previous one and means at the first element plus 1 and minus 1. Okay, next element and before element. Okay, for int integer num is to nums. Now we will take here new one current length. Okay, current length. Okay, which is equal to 1. Now we will check the next element, means we will take at the starting 100, then we will plus 101. We will check 101 is in the map or not. Okay, so we will take here int next equal to num plus 1. Okay, num plus 1. Now we will run here while loop to check in the hash map. Okay, while map dot contains key next, if in the map there is next number means 101, and we will put here one more condition that map dot get next equal to false. Okay, means we will check the if it is first accessed or not in hash map. At the starting it should be false. Okay, not true. True means we have accessed the first. Okay, then we will skip it directly. Okay, so we will check here false. Okay, this is an ampersand. Okay, we will check the next element 101 equal to false in hash map or not. Okay, if it is true then we will skip that element. If it is false then we will not skip the element. Okay, if this condition satisfies, then we will increment the current length. Okay, current length will be incremented. Okay, and the next means 101 will become true. True means next time while we will see here 100, then we will check 101 is there in hash map, it will show true and this will not execute again and again. Okay, so we will reduce the time complexity. So we will check here map dot put next comma boolean dot. Okay, I think this is right. Yes. So now we will increment the next, means if it is present then we will increment the next, means now we will 101 we found in hash map, then we will check 102. Okay, now we will increment next. Now this will be checked forward, means plus 101, 102, 103. Okay, now we will check 99, 98 at the reverse. Okay, so now we will take here int previous, which is equal to num minus 1. Okay, num minus 1. Now again we will implement here while loop. While same here it will be only previous and it will be false. Okay, it will be all similar. Okay, only here it should be previous. and it should be previous. Okay, so you can understand that. Okay, now we will simply increment the current length. Okay, then if we found 99, then we will increment the current length. Okay, and we will make it true in the hash map, means this same statement will be executed. These two only, this will become minus minus, and this will become previous. Okay, I hope that you are understanding the code more than paper pen. Okay, now we will check the longest, means we will get the 3 to 4 subsequence. Okay, 3 to 1 4 3 to 4 subsequences, so we will find the longest subsequence. Okay, so after while loop we will look up here longest. At the starting we taken here no longest length. Okay, longest length equal to math dot maximum, maximum between longest length and the current length. Okay, current length. Okay, now simply we will return the longest length. Okay, means this one. Okay, return longest length. I hope that you understand much better in the code, and I explained much better while writing the code instead of page pen paper pen. Okay, so we will run this code. So this was our day 11th of 100 days of code DSA challenge. Okay, uh, I think here becomes map dot put. I think here it should be boolean. Yeah, here also wrong. Again run the code. So first test case become wrong. Okay, so I think here there may be some changes. Here our output is 2 and expected output is 4. Okay, I will check it. Okay, here previous should be decremented. Sorry, I make here next should be decremented. Again we will run this code. Okay, so our all test cases are run and our approach is accepted. Now we will submit it. Okay, I was telling that our day was 11. This was our day 11 of 100 days of code DSA challenge. Okay, so you can find the DSA roadmap in my description, and you can also find the playlist of 100 days of code in my description. Okay, if you want this code, Java code, full Java code, and Java full C++ code, these are uploaded on my GitHub account. Okay, you can refer from there. I have given the GitHub link into my description. Okay, from you can check these codes. Okay, I have also provided C++ code. Okay, and Java code also I am provided. So you can see here our solution is submitted, and I will also upload here in share my solution. You can also refer from here. This link will also given in description. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you liked my approach and teaching, then please subscribe and like my video. Thank you guys.